This morning on DC News Now, changing commutes, how Metro's new Better Bus network is impacting Monday morning travel. And tracking the sunshine with some isolated storms later today, meteorologist Jackie Layer has what you need to know about the forecast this week. Primary results revealed, the nominee to replace late Congressman Jerry Connolly and who they'll face in the general election. Saving big on summer studying, stretching your dollar with tutoring deals for your student. And going bananas at Nationals Park.
I don't really care about the baseball part. I just want the fun part.
All the fun from the sold-out Savannah Banana Games this weekend.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now. It is Monday. I'm Yamrisa Say, filling in for Tanaya right this morning.
And happy Monday. Yeah, good morning. I'm Shanika Grimshaw. I'll be looking at your commute this morning. We do have a couple of things we want to talk about, especially through Washington County. But first, Jackie, how's it going to look today?
Yeah, I mean, out there today, hot and humid, so very summer-like out there to round out the month of June. We'll see high temperatures right around those lower 90s. That humidity will be elevated, making it feel like we're into the upper 90s. Out there this morning, we're actually starting off dry, but with that daytime heating of the day, we're going to be watching for some more activity on that map later on. Yes, we're talking about some isolated thunderstorms developing later on this afternoon. Out there right now, we're into those 70s across much of the area, 76 currently in DC. Those high temperatures today back in those lower 90s across the map. And like I mentioned, when you factor in that humidity, it's likely going to feel like we're into those upper 90s for much of the afternoon. Now, we do have that isolated thunderstorm threat today. That severe outlook is on the lower end, 1 out of 5 on that severe scale. Now, tomorrow, we do have a better chance for those thunderstorms developing out ahead of a cold front. And with that thunderstorm activity, some of those could be on the strong to severe side. So tomorrow, a slight risk, 2 out of 5 on that severe scale for tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. So you do want to stay weather aware, especially tomorrow afternoon. Also want to stay weather aware out there this afternoon. Just a chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms as high temperatures climb to right around 90. But more details, timing it out, coming up in just a few minutes. Shanika's back at the latest on those roadways facing this morning.
All right, Jackie, we'll take a look at this. This is a pretty dramatic scene along 70 heading east and west. This is right near I-81. There's a wind turbine here, and it is stretched across the lanes here, causing some traffic. It is closed right now on 70. I'm going to show you on the maps, but it does look like it's something that could hold you back for the better part of the morning. We are in the top of the 6 o'clock hour, but it is looking very slow right in that area here. Taking a look at Washington County. So this is in the Hagerstown area. 70 heading eastbound and westbound. You could see those lanes affected right in the area there, right near 81. So you're going to see traffic in both directions. I do believe heading westbound, you will see just a bit of a delay or more of a delay in that area there. So right off of 81, 70, that is going to be a slow process right now because of what you just saw there. So keep that in mind. You do have crews on scene at this hour in College Park. You are looking good to go on the inner and outer loop.
All right, well, some major changes are now in effect for the Metro bus system, marking its first major overhaul in 50 years.
That's right. Our Candace Cole is live outside of Union Station with a look at the changes riders can expect to their commutes this morning. Good morning, Candace.
Good morning. Well, today is the first day commuters will be testing out, the first work day, I should say, that commuters will be testing out the Better Bus network. WMATA says it's the biggest redesign in Metro's history, and it's meant to make travel more efficient throughout the DMV with 5% less stops and improved speed and reliability. Now, WMATA says they've eliminated over 500 underused and dangerous stops, and riders will notice a new naming system for routes. For example, routes beginning with the letter C or D are for DC and stand for crosstown and downtown. Routes beginning with a P are for Prince George's County, and A is for Arlington, Alexandria. If you are a rider concerned about how these changes will impact your commute, WMATA has posted a number of neighborhood profiles complete with maps and route changes. We'll have a link to that on our website, dcnewsnow.com. Our route changes have also taken effect for Montgomery County's Ride on Bus and the bus service in Prince George's County. And these Metrobus changes actually went into effect Sunday. Here's what some riders had to say. Take a listen.
I don't really like it. I had to walk a while to get to the next bus stop.
Comes and you just go with it. You go with the flow. I'm used to it.
Now, we do want to point out that none of these changes will impact fares, so the cost to ride Metrobus will remain the same, and staff will be on hand throughout the week to help out riders with any questions or concerns. Reporting live from Union Station, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
All right, Candace, thank you. It is now 6:05, developing now out of Virginia. Police are investigating after 2 men were stabbed in Alexandria. Police say the incident happened at around 7 p.m. and that was on Edsel Road near Bryn Mawr Park. The 2 men were found suffering from stab wounds, and right now the condition of the victims is unknown.
And new details out of Frederick County, Maryland. Police say an officer shot at the driver after they allegedly drove toward the officer. Now, Frederick police say they got a report of a suspicious vehicle on Mulberry Court just north of Route 70 around 3 a.m. yesterday. And officers say they spotted the vehicle and tried to pull the driver over, eventually stopping in a cul-de-sac. Now, the officer then got out of his car, attempting to give commands to the driver, but the driver sped up toward the officer. The officer fired their weapon about 4 times. But the driver got away, and the officer is now on leave, which is standard during police shootings. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. And D.C. police responded to a barricade situation in Southeast on Sunday afternoon. It happened around 12:55 on James M. McGee Jr. Street near Suitland Parkway. Police say the barricade ended without any more issues, and 1 person was taken into custody.
And a warning from D.C. police. They say fake missing persons reports are popping up online, falsely claiming of an increase of young women vanishing in recent days. Now, authorities say they're not seeing an uptick, adding that they've closed more than 99% of cases just last year. The department sees more than 5 critical missing persons cases each day. And over 70 people living at a Maryland senior care facility were displaced after a sprinkler pipe broke over the weekend. Howard County officials say water began flooding into rooms at around 11:30 Saturday night at the Heartland Senior Living Village. That's in Ellicott City. Crews say no one was hurt.
And DC News Now is your local election headquarters. And over the weekend, Democrats in Northern Virginia named a nominee to replace late Congressman Gerry Connolly for the rest of his terms. Now, James Walkinshaw, Connolly's former chief of staff, Walkinshaw will face off against Republican Stuart Whitson. And Walkinshaw actually spent 11 years in Connolly's congressional office. He received the congressman's endorsement after he announced he would not seek another term after his cancer diagnosis. Now, Walkinshaw also serves on the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors, and the other candidate who wants to fill Connolly's seat has never run for political office, but Stuart Whitson is not a stranger to the federal government. He's an Army veteran and a former FBI agent. Both say their experience makes them qualified to finish Gerry Connolly's term.
The people in my district are ready for change. And so they're ready for lower gas prices. They're ready for affordable groceries. They're ready for strong leadership that'll fix the economy. And so looking at this race, looking at both sides, the candidates on both sides, I didn't see a person that could offer, that kind of background.
And I've seen he said that he wants to go to Washington to be Donald Trump's ally, that he wants to make DOJ and the DOJ cuts permanent. And I couldn't disagree more. Frankly, I think that's insulting to Fairfax families who have been harmed by Donald Trump, been harmed by DOJ, and I want to go to Washington to put the brakes on Trump's reckless agenda.
And voters will decide who fills the remainder of Congressman Connolly's term on September 9th.
And in Virginia, the top of the ticket Republican is campaigning together for the first time this week in Vienna. Gubernatorial nominee Winsome Earl-Sears, Lieutenant Governor nominee John Reed, and incumbent Attorney General Jason Miyares will hold their first joint appearance. They'll be at the Vienna Volunteer Fire Department. That's tomorrow night. And meanwhile, Abigail Spanberger, the Democratic nominee for governor, will campaign tomorrow as well. She'll be in the Hampton Roads region.
And a reminder for Metro riders on the Blue Line, the Franconia, Springfield, and Van Dorn Street stations will be closed July 5th through July 26th, and that's for scheduled maintenance. Now, there will be free shuttle buses to replace trains, and WMATA says parking at those stations will be free.
And the United States is getting ready for its 250th birthday, and later this morning, D.C. leaders are planning to share how the nation's capital will celebrate. It's called the 51 Steps to Freedom, and it's an interactive tour, which is an augmented reality experience stretching 8 miles. Officials say it plans to showcase key moments and figures from D.C.'s history, including the Washington Monument, U.S. Capitol, and neighborhood landmarks. The official announcement is happening at AFL-CIO headquarters at 8:30 this morning.
And in Montgomery County, a celebration of freedom and families to commemorate Juneteenth, which was late last week. Now, at Saturday's event, African-American storytellers shared tales of faith and resilience, and photojournalist Zachary Coleman was there to capture it all.
Having this event is a bridge in a lot of ways to be able to make our stories relevant to each other. We wanted to involve the entire community in this wonderful experience to share our family stories. Family history is not names and dates, it's people. And it's about their stories and how their stories affect our lives as children, as friends, as community members.
My role today is to do a presentation on my family's genealogy, and I'm glad to be here so I get to share with people about the brilliance and the struggles and the sacrifices and the wonderful things that my family has done in the state of Virginia. It's an overwhelming, enlightening feeling because I know the struggles that some people may have, and because of them, that has inspired me to continue on telling their stories and sharing their history, and also expressing how strong they were during the Civil War and now. I just want to encourage people to find a little bit more about their family. You will be amazed about what you may find in your family history, your genealogy. You may find a king or queen in your ancestry. So I just encourage people to do their genealogy, and you'll find some amazing things about your family.
Well, your time now is 6:11, and a look at the farmers who have noticed a lack of pollinators in their fields.
Yeah, why they're sounding the alarm and what this means for the amount of food they can grow. Plus, the heat this past week impacted everyone, including the animals at the Virginia Zoo. A look at how the zoo staff kept them cool. All right, let's take a live look outside. We're going to look at the Alexandria waterfront this morning. Beautiful shot there, Jackie. Is it going to be comfortable for folks today?
No, it's going to be on the humid side. So that humidity is sticking around to start off the week. Temperatures, highs will be back to right around 90 degrees, but we factor in that humidity, it could be close to the triple digits. But I'll have more detail and a chance for some isolated thunderstorms for later on today coming up right after the break.